What if the thing quietly destroying your happiness isn't social media, your job, or even your past? It's the nonstop voice in your head telling you nothing you do will ever be good enough unless it's absolutely perfect. That voice had Chloe, 25, trapped in a cage she built herself, until one rainy Thursday. A single drop of paint hit the wrong spot, and she finally decided good enough was allowed to be the winner for once. Chloe was the girl everyone pointed to and said she's got it all together. Grew up in the suburbs, oldest of 3 kids, always the responsible one. Straight A's without trying hard, first chair violin by freshman year, debate team captain, yearbook editor, volunteered at the animal shelter every Saturday, got a full ride to one of the best art schools in the country. Teachers loved her, parents bragged about her, friends copied her notes. She smiled in every photo, hair perfect, outfit on point, captions motivational. Behind the smile, she was drowning in her own rules. Every morning started the same. Alarm at 5:15 a.m. so she could run 4 miles before the sun got too hot. Green smoothie with exactly 8 ingredients measured to the gram. Shower, skincare routine that took 25 minutes and 12 products. Blow-dry hair straight. Pick an outfit that looked effortless but took 30 minutes of trying on and photographing in different lighting. By the time she sat down for breakfast, her brain was already exhausted from the performance. At art school, she was the star. Professors used her work as examples. Classmates asked to borrow her sketches. She graduated summa cum laude. Portfolio so clean it looked fake. Internship offers from every big agency. She picked the fanciest one in New York, moved into a tiny studio apartment with white walls and plants she watered on a schedule, and started adult life exactly the way she planned. Perfect. Except it wasn't. Work started at 9 a.m. sharp, but she got there at 7:30 because being on time wasn't enough. She had to be early. She redid every design 10, 15, 20 times. A single crooked line could keep her at her desk until 2 a.m. She'd zoom in 800% to move 1 pixel because what if someone notices? Clients loved her work, bosses praised her, but inside her head it was never good enough. She kept a secret folder called Real Versions, where she saved the ones she actually liked, but she always submitted the overpolished, soulless ones because those felt safer. Her personal art suffered worse. She wanted to build an online following, maybe sell prints, maybe get gallery shows one day. Every sketch had to be masterpiece level before it left her iPad. She'd spend 40 hours on one illustration, hate it, delete it, start over. She posted once every 3 months when normal artists posted daily. Each post got thousands of likes, but the gap between posts got longer because the pressure to top the last one crushed her. Dating was a disaster. She'd meet a nice guy, spend 3 hours getting ready, rehearse conversation topics, only order salad because pasta would make her bloat in photos, laugh at every joke even if it wasn't funny, pretend she never got mad or sad or messy. One guy lasted 4 months and broke up with her saying, "I feel like I'm dating a brand, not a person." She cried for 2 days, then opened her laptop and worked until sunrise to prove she didn't need anyone. Her body started sending warning letters, hair falling out in the shower by the handful, skin dull and breaking out no matter how many products she used, hands shaking so bad she had to hide them under the desk during meetings. She stopped getting her period for 8 months straight, lost 12 pounds in 2 months because eating felt like failing, then gained 20 from secret 2 a.m. ice cream sessions when the stress won. She weighed herself twice a day and punished herself with extra runs if the number went up even a little. She said no to everything that might mess up the image. No to drinks with coworkers because one drunk photo could ruin her reputation. No to naps because successful people hustle. No to wearing the same outfit twice in 1 month on Instagram. No to posting a drawing with visible mistakes. No to crying in front of anyone. No to rest. No to fun. No to being human. Her best friend Lena tried to stage an intervention, took her out for burgers and said, "Chloe, you look sick. When's the last time you ate fries?" Chloe ordered a salad, no dressing, and spent the whole meal calculating calories in her head. Lena started crying at the table and said, "I miss my friend, the real one who used to eat ice cream for dinner and laugh until she snorted." Chloe laughed it off and changed the subject to work. The rainy Thursday that changed everything started normal. She woke up at 5:15, ran, smoothie, shower, perfect outfit, Got to her apartment desk by 8 a.m. to work on a personal piece for a huge online art contest. First prize was a solo gallery show in LA, the dream. She'd been working on this one painting for 9 straight days, sometimes 16 hours at a time. The canvas was huge, oil paint, tiny details only she would ever see. It was 98% done and honestly breathtaking. Any sane person would have signed it and shipped it. Chloe stared at it and heard the voice clear as day. It's not special. It's safe. Everyone will see you're just like the rest. You'll never be a real artist. She picked up her tiniest brush to fix one shadow that bothered her. Hands shaking from too much coffee and no food. One drop of paint slipped, hit the canvas in the worst possible spot, streaked across 3 days of perfect blending. Ruined. Completely ruined. She dropped the brush like it burned her. Stood there staring at the streak for 10 full seconds. Then something snapped. She sank to the floor, knees hitting the hardwood, and started crying so hard her whole body shook. Paint on her hands, on her face, on her $80 white t-shirt. She cried for the painting, for the contest, for the 8-year-old girl who just wanted to draw unicorns without rules, for every night she stayed up until her eyes burned, for every friend she pushed away, for every bite of food she counted, for every tear she swallowed so nobody would see. She cried until there was nothing left, then sat on the floor in silence, staring at the ruined canvas. And for the first time in maybe 15 years, a quieter voice slipped through the noise. What if good enough is actually enough? She whispered it out loud, said it again louder. Good enough is enough. She grabbed her phone, took a photo of the painting exactly as it was, streak and all, opened Instagram, typed the caption with shaking thumbs. I spent 9 days trying to make this perfect, and 1 second ruined it. I'm tired. I'm done chasing perfect. Here's messy, real, ruined me. I'm still an artist. Posted it, turned the phone face down, slept for 14 hours straight, still in her paint-covered clothes. Woke up to thousands of notifications. The post blew up. Artists she idolized commented, "Thank you." Strangers sent voice notes crying saying they needed this. Her follower count doubled in a day. Her boss texted, "Take tomorrow off. Paid. You earned it." Lena showed up with donuts and hugged her for 10 straight minutes. That night, Chloe took the biggest sheet of paper she had, wrote in giant black marker, taped it above her desk, so it was the first thing she saw every morning. She started living the rule the next day. Sent a client deck with one slide that was 90% instead of 150%. Client loved it, no notes. Posted a 30-minute sketch on Instagram instead of a 30-hour painting. Got more likes than ever. Ate a whole cheeseburger in front of Lena and laughed when sauce dripped on her shirt. Wore the same hoodie 3 days in a row. Took a nap at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday just because the couch looked cozy. Went on a date with paint still under her fingernails and food stuck in her teeth from lunch. Guy said, "You look like someone who has fun," and kissed her goodnight. Some days the old voice roared back. She'd catch herself zooming in on a pixel at 1 a.m. and have to stand up, look at the sign, say out loud, "Good enough. Chloe, go to bed." She started a jar on her desk. Every time she shipped something at 80%, she put $5 in. 6 months later, she used the money to buy a plane ticket to visit Lena for a whole week with 0 work allowed. 2 years later, she's a senior art director. Got promoted twice because she ships beautiful work fast instead of perfect work never. Her Instagram is full of messy desk shots, half-eaten snacks, sketches with smudges, paintings with visible mistakes, bad hair days, and the occasional crying selfie. People message her daily saying her account saved their mental health. She sleeps 8 or 9 hours. Eats dessert first sometimes. Has a boyfriend who loves her ruined paintings the most because they feel alive. She entered that same contest the next year with a painting she finished in 4 days. Won second place. Laughed and said second is perfect. She still hears the voice sometimes. It never fully disappears. But now when it whispers, "Not good enough," she looks up at the giant sign, smiles, and answers out loud, "Yes, it is." Then she hits publish, hits send, hits share, hits live. If you're stuck in the perfect trap right now, do this tonight. Grab the biggest paper in your house. Write, "Good enough is safe. Perfect is the enemy." Stick it somewhere you can't miss it. Then tomorrow, finish one thing at 80% and let it fly. Send the text, post the picture, hand in the homework, ship the project. Watch what happens when you let good enough win just once. Chloe still has that ruined Thursday painting. The streak dried into a weird lightning bolt across the sky. She signed it, "Good enough, 2023, and hung it above her couch. It's the first thing people see when they walk in, and it's her favorite piece she owns. Watch the next story about the guy who stopped hating his life with one question he started asking himself every single night before bed.